So do you need painting experience to start a painting business? And if you do start a painting business but don't have a background in painting, how do you actually learn the trade? I started my career in the painting industry in college, where I worked at a college painting company, and here's what they did. They hired college students, and it was an internship. What did you do for the internship? You ran your own painting branch in a city nearby. So you would knock doors, sell paint jobs, hire painters, manage projects, and earn a profit. And this company was doing somewhere around $25, $30 million every single year, and they were one of many companies doing this out there with college students. So why did they choose painting? You know, why didn't they do all the businesses out there that you could do? Why did they choose painting? Well, there's a number of reasons, but one of the big reasons was you could make it relatively simple. So here's how we made it really simple. And I worked at that company for a year as an intern, and then I mentored and coached people for the next 5 years, and I learned a ton there. And one of the reasons we did painting was we could keep it simple, and how we kept it simple is we only did exterior residential repaints on homes that were built in the last 10 or 15 years. So we basically did cookie cutter exterior paint jobs that were as basic as you could get. These are the kind of houses that literally homeowners can do themselves. If you're a pretty handy person, you can paint your own house. People do it all the time. People do interior painting on their own, and even people do exterior painting on their own. They're less likely to do exterior because of the height and the ladders and the sprayers and some of the equipment you might need, but it's doable and people do it all the time. Just Google do-it-yourself painting projects. So it's a relatively simple industry to learn, and what I mean by that is not the trade. Everything that goes into being a master of the craft and the trade of painting, that's not what you need to know as the business owner. As the business owner, you need to know a lot of the knowledge. You don't have to be a master of the craft itself, but you need to have the knowledge. And the way that we can make this simple is you start really simple and you say no to a lot of complex projects. You're just gonna be willing to pass on a lot of things as you build your knowledge base. There's a number of ways that you can build that knowledge base and learn what you need to know. At the end of the day, it's fairly simple of an industry relative to software, technology, it's a lot of other industries you could go into. What you need to know to deliver a great paint job is how to prep the project, right? So if it's an exterior paint job, what are the main problems on the house? How do we make sure we prepared the surfaces properly? And we've got the house in good condition to paint. We need to know what materials to use based on the different surfaces and substrates. And you're gonna have a paint representative who can help answer all of those questions, who's an expert in your local area. They're incentivized to help you because the more paint you buy, the more they make. That's what their job is. There's also a number of amazing YouTube channels out there and some other amazing painting contractors who are educating and training people in the trades all about the trade itself. That's not what I do, but there's a ton of information there. And there's some amazing Facebook groups with people who are incredibly good and incredibly passionate about the trade. So just like any business you're ever gonna get into, you're gonna have to learn it. Not every single company that ever got started that's a software company started with someone who's a master in software. They had to learn a lot of software along the way. Not everyone who started in restaurants was a master in restaurants. They had to learn along the way. And not everyone who starts a painting company started out with a wealth of knowledge. They learned a lot along the way, and you can do the same. And we can start by keeping it really, really simple at the beginning. And again, there's a wealth of free resources out there to learn about the trade itself. And what we do at Painting Business Pro is we teach you the business side of building your company, from business planning and strategy, marketing, estimating, sales, working with painters and subcontractors, managing your production process to deliver great results for customers, building your teams, and on and on. So we're a business training company, and there's amazing people out there teaching you the trade and the craft of painting, and you can't shortcut ignoring that information. So the bottom line is there's a ton of free resources to learn what you need to know about the painting industry, the trade, the craft, so you can effectively build a painting company.